Hello everybody, and welcome to the final day of the Big East Esports Spring Season. I am joined today by my wonderful friend, Jacob.
Yo.
And I, of course, am Henry, and we are here for the rematch / final match with Butler versus Seton Hall. We are just about to get into draft, but we'll be seeing these teams once again on the Rift very, very shortly, and it will be an exciting one to see. So, we are into draft. Butler has elected to go with the blue side, as Seton Hall will be forced onto the red. First ban of the game, no surprises here. We see the Ivern taken away, as that is the, obviously, best champion of Ivern this rank. Last match, we did see basically only junglers being banned away. And so far, that is what could be happening, as we do see the Sejuani taken away from Master Gamer Live, one of his better champions that he can pilot, as well as, Sejuani is just a solid, tanky jungler. We see the Graves now banned away from Ivern this rank again. Wouldn't be surprised to see another jungle ban. We probably would see the Olaf, maybe even the Vi, but we actually will see the Thresh taken away from Hoffinator, so he will not be able to get his hooks on. We do still have the Nautilus up, and his Leona. He did play Zyra last game, so he could pull out that again if he so choose. But we will see the Jarvan taken away now from Seton Hall, and we will be on the final ban. Could potentially see another jungler. We could see maybe another support ban away from Hoffinator. We could also see an Ornn ban, and there it is. The Ornn ban. So we will not have Vixnoko on his Ornn. So, the question is, what does Butler want to prioritize? And that is a jungler. And then go with the early game power of the Olaf. So this is a much different change from the Skarner that we saw last game.
Yeah, they are looking to get a bit of a better early game going, so Olaf is a nice pick for that.
Yeah. And now we see in the response, we see the Taric and Wukong. Ivern this rank played Wukong last game, and he obviously did very, very well on it. Basically, there was a big team fight in the river very early in the game, and from there, Seton Hall basically just won the game. Since there was too much, power in the Mordekaiser top, as well as the Wukong, and, we had the bot lane scaling as well. So that was a tough one for Butler to deal with. But we will see the Alistar this time in the bot lane. Haven't seen Alistar in a very, very long time. And then we will see the Veigar again onto Matt, who, played that very, very well. And we will also see the Ezreal Hover, which is obviously the champion that Crop played. So it's very, very strong. So this would be obviously a solid pick for Seton Hall, and that's what they elect to go with. So we still need an ADC for Butler, which they could play, David Jones has a multitude of choices. Still need a top laner. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw either the Sets or we saw maybe a Maokai come out, since, tanky top laner is basically what we've seen Vixnoko play all season. We've also seen, some Renekton too, so there is the Maokai taken away, so Set's still an option. Seton Hall still needs a top laner as well as a support. So we could see, they do have a support. They need a mid laner. So we could see the same mid laner they had the previous game in the Rise. We could also see a Mord top. Please be patient also very strong in the Renekton. But we will have the Mord banned away. Seton Hall will not be able to get that strong top laner. The nice AP threat in that top lane. The Aphelios will be banned away from David Jones. So they're pitching the ADC pool. So with this, Butler could take away the Rise, which probably wouldn't be the best ban since the Rise didn't do too much that game. We probably want to see a target of the top laner, and please be patient. Maybe they want to take it with a Set just to make sure that Seton Hall doesn't get it. Or maybe, take away, and that's what we do see, the Set taken away. So, we're most likely going to see, we see an ADC. So this could be an Ezreal mid then if they do go with the Varus. Because that would be in 2-part filling their ADC role and taking that away from Davy Jones, forcing him onto a Tristana, which he played last game and did pretty well on, or that was just a Troll Hover, and it will be the Azir mid. So Azir into Veigar should be definitely an interesting matchup. Who do you think has the edge in that one, Jacob?
I'd probably say Azir. I mean, despite Veigar scaling pretty hard, I mean, Azir just has more range in the matchup and is kind of just more useful at the moment, just like as a champion himself. He'll just pump out more damage over the course of a fight than Veigar.
We do see the Vladimir now, which will be going top lane against whoever Seton may pick into Vladimir. But last but not least, we need an ADC. So who will the Alistar be paired with against the Ezreal Taric? Oh, so is this a Vladimir bot? That's a Vladimir...
It could be Veigar bot. We've seen that before.
And that wouldn't be too terrible if they wanted to get a pick against the Azir. But now we're going to see potentially a Silas top into the Aatrox. We could also see the Azir swap to top as well, but we'd much like to see that going mid lane since I'm not sure. Please be patient. Oh, nope, that is a Renekton swap at the last second. So, please be patient has played Renekton in most of the seasons he's played in the Big East, so that is, a strong pick for him. Azir will be going to that mid lane, and right now we are waiting to see what Butler is going to put their champions at. So it will be a Veigar bot, actually. So I'm assuming what happened is Mac was going to go with the Veigar, but into the Azir he wanted to swap into something different. So this is a pretty, AP burst champions with the, dive of the Aatrox and the Olaf. So this is a definitely different kind of team comp for Butler, and this is a lot of the same here for Seton. So with all these champions, Jacob, who do you think got the draft win?
The draft win? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, Seton has some great scaling with Wukong, Azir, and Ezreal. And Azir and Ezreal obviously are both pretty high range, so that's a big benefit against champions like Aatrox, Olaf, I mean even Vladimir and Veigar, because they're all not quite so long range. I think it's pretty apparent that Butler's team comp just sort of wants to dive in. They have Aatrox, Olaf, Alistar, even Vlad can just go in, and they can use Veigar to just slow people down if they're running away. But in terms of matchups, I feel Seton might have an advantage. With the Renekton and Wukong, I think they might have an easy time getting early ganks on this Aatrox, the point-and-click CC from Renekton. And Wukong just does a lot of damage, to be honest, so...
Yeah, and we've definitely seen, Vixnoko get a little too ahead of himself in that top lane on the Aatrox when he played against... I believe it was Marquette, and he went against the Darius top and kind of just went in too much and just gave the Darius free kills. So you're definitely right. We could see, a top focus in this game. But it'll definitely be interesting to see how this bot lane goes with the Veigar and the Cages. Plus, we do see the Alistar, which is not a common champion you see. We have seen Mac play Vladimir when he was the mid laner for this team last year, when we did not have Ice Bear in the mid lane, but we will definitely have to see how this plays out, since it could go either way with, what team gets an early advantage or starts to just, build a lead for themselves and continue to keep it. We will be back shortly after we wait for the delay to run out, so stick around and we'll see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. We are finally loaded into the Rift, and we will get to see how these teams will play out their final match of the season. Right now, we see all 5 members of Butler heading top lane as they are attempting to potentially look for an invade, as Seton Hall is doing the same bot side, so we actually get to see nothing happen right now, as both of these teams are counter-invading, so we could see most likely a buff steal on both sides, a red buff steal for both. We do see, please be patient back though, to get himself back top lane. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw the bot lane of Butler do the same. But this is a pretty ironic start, as we do see this position going back there. We see the Butler bot lane looks like they are moving down to the bot side. We do see a ping top. I'm not sure if Seton Hall knows what's happening, but we do see this patient sitting in the bush. He will definitely have vision of this, as he did see Mastering Life out there. So, depending on how Patient plays this, he could look for a steal. David Jones, though, will see that all of the members of Seton Hall are there as he gets locked up. He'll have to flash away, kind of just gets away free flash, gets a little bit of a dance onto the Seton Hall members. So we will definitely get to see, you know, him have to play a little bit safer now in the start of this lane. But we do see Ivor in this rank taking the Butler red buff, as Massacre Live will take Seton Hall's red buff, and we will see some, you know, opposite invading as if the junglers were for the other teams. But a normal start for all of these members, as we will definitely assume that Massacre Live will want to, you know, farm fast, as Participation will have vision of this. He will most likely be able to get out, no problem. Gets the E, so he can get out of there, no problem. This Massacre Live will now move into his top jungle, as Ivan's rank did move into his bot side. So, only got the chickens left the Krugs, I believe, for Massacre Live. So right now he just has a slight advantage with the farming speed. Big wave there for the Butler bot lane to pick up, as they're being pushed in there by Num Gums and Crop. Station gets level 3 first, gets some trades on to Big Snoko. That's on a nice W. Will be locked back in. Does not have the Q come back up though to potentially get more damage onto Participation, but not a bad start here for Big Snoko. Has the advantage in lane. Does get a nice Q there and forces the back out of Participation.
Yep, Vixnoco with some nice trades in the early game. Good to see out of him, as he was having a couple rough games previously.
Yeah, the definite most important part of any game for Butler is the early game. They, you know, decide their fates in this game. We did see very often last season that Butler's games were decided in the first 10 minutes. If Butler got a lead, they won. If they did not have a lead, they lost. And that changed a little bit this season. We did see some games that they were a little bit behind. They were able to pull the win event, you know, once we got to the later stages of the game. And, you know, obviously, we did see the same, and if Butler had a lead, they were pretty good about keeping it. But this last half of the season, if Butler was never ahead, they were, you know, just taken down immediately, as we do see some trades onto Ivor in this rank, who will pop his clone, as he is very, very low. Ranking Mac is there to support. We do see the roam down from Participation. Snoko will follow, but nothing will come of this, as Ivan's rank will just back off and get back into his fountain to heal up. Like I was saying, though, we definitely want to see Butler come out with a good, either ahead early game start, or just even, to give them the best chance to propel them through the mid and late game.
Yeah, for sure. They had a bit of a problem giving up some early leads and letting themselves get snowballed on. So if they do get a good early game, it's, you know, good looks for Butler, for sure.
And right now they are not doing too bad. We do see a about 10 CS lead in the top lane as Vixnoco goes to back. We do have Ivan's rank a little bit ahead, but the Olaf could definitely pull ahead as soon as he, you know, starts to power farm. Mid is even in CS. We do see Ivan in this rank here. Rank Mac though has it level 6. And Ivan the Shrek will just go back into his jungle. Bot, though, there is about a 10 CS lead as well. As the Veigar Alistar definitely is not a lane that can contest the Taric Ezreal. But Master Gamer Life is here topside. All we need to do is land a W onto Please Be Patient. Does not get it, unfortunately. But the slows from Master Gamer Life will force out the flash. So, nice gank there from Master Gamer Life. Further pushing the small lead that Vixnoko has.
Yeah, unfortunately for Vixnoko, he did miss the W, which could have potentially either gotten some more damage on a Please Be Patient or even potentially the kill. But I kinda doubt it. But you know, getting the flash out is always nice, of course.
Yeah. And right away as a response, Seton moves over to the Dragon. We do see Renegade Mac here. He will immediately throw up the ult and get his W down. We do see the bot lane here as we do see a TP coming in from Please Be Patient. We do see a TP as well from Vixnoko. It's a big team fight coming out. No one has died. It's actually gotten the Dragon to reset as you're looking for someone to make a move. We do have a split fight though. If Master Gamer Life is being dived upon, does get flashed on. He will potentially fall here. Double flash there from Ivern this rank as we do see the lock up there onto the Azir. Windy Day now taking a lot of damage. Does put out the ult, but he will be brought back in as we do see the flash there from Vixnoko. Gets the first blood. Butler now moving in. Please Be Patient does get a great Q. Gets a bunch of health back. But he will be taken down by Hoffman there now as Master Gamer Life will fall to crop in the back lane. Numb Gums though now will be dove upon by Vixnoko. He will be able to get himself out though. The trap there from Veigar though will lock him up as Renegade Mac. Look at that, as that is a 3-for-1 for Butler.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a little bit confused why both teams were, you know, sending absolutely everyone for the first dragon of the game. It's kind of odd, but I mean, it works out for Butler, so, you know.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that Butler came out on top. You know, there was 3 members of Seton doing the dragon. Mac just went in there on his own, threw out the ult, and immediately, you know, scared Seton off. Had the support from the bot lane. Immediate TP there from Vixnoko and from Please Be Patient. And Master Gamer Life was already roaming down, so that was, you know, a very crazy fight of how it came out, but obviously that is a great fight for Butler. You know, they pick up 3 kills, get a ton of assists on their members, and right now they have a 1k gold lead, and they're looking to definitely push this, as we do have Master Gamer Life in the bot jungle, potentially looking to, you know, slow down that dragon. We do have Ivor in this rank topside, so this would be the best time to do so. But we do see just some trades back and forth top.
Yeah, just some casual farming now. There probably should be either. I don't think either team should really be looking for too much right now, as you know, it's just a mountain breakup, and both teams should be decently okay with just farming up at the moment.
Yeah, Master Gamer Life though will clear out the vision on the dragon. Mac will be roaming down as the bot lane of Butler will most likely be supporting here as they're looking to take that Drake. Ivor in this rank though is bot side, so could potentially, you know, get in here, but that will be to no avail as the cage will zone him out and Butler will get the first dragon of the game.
Yeah, Butler mid and bot lane both getting prio there means they can just go for a free dragon, so.
Yep, and Butler is definitely going to be very happy to get that. Mad Dragon obviously gives them some more defensive stats, which they will definitely be happy to have, as the Cloud Dragon will be next. So we could be seeing an Ocean or a Infernal Soul this game. But that is to be seen in the next Dragon spawns in about 4 minutes. Please Be Patient though was chased out of his lane, had to get out through the Rift Herald pit. Mac is relatively low, as we do see Windy Day and Ivor in this rank move into the top jungle, potentially to get this Rift Herald. Please
yeah,
Be
I'm
Patient.
not sure. Is Vixnoko trying to solo the Herald? Would have been interesting.
Yeah, Hoffner is here, as we do not see the roam there coming out from Renegade Mac. We do see Master Gamer Life here as well now. We could see Ivor in this rank fall, but Windy Day will take down Hoffner before. We do see the ult there from Master Gamer Life, but he will just immediately fall. Mac does go in onto Windy Day. He will burn out from that ignite. Almost. Vixnoko here is here though. Ivor in this rank very, very low. Tries to go on Please Be Patient. Just lets Ivor in this rank walk out. Very, very unfortunate to see that. He will get out no problem, but Please Be Patient could potentially fall. He does get a Good damage onto him. He will be very, very close to dying, but this could be Vixnoko's death. Ivern's rank very, very low. Will be get on top of him, as now Police Vision is here, and that will be the death of Vixnoko.
Yeah, those Tarek heals coming in pretty huge. I'm honestly surprised he healed so much. I guess he also has a Vampiric Scepter, so it makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, it almost looked very, very good. You know, Ivan's rank almost fell there. We did see Police Vision get very, very low on his health, but that will be a 2-for-1 for Seton Hall, and they will definitely be happy to, you know, give them the goal advantage right now, as we do see Hoffner in the mid lane looking to get a roam, but Windy Day will immediately back off as they are moving topside to get that Rift Herald. You see the Tarek counter invading, getting some vision onto the red buff of Butler, getting some more deep vision as Seton Hall has a lot of wards in the bot side jungle. Veigar is left to farm on his own, as we did see Efficient get a reset off after he got down the first plate of the top tower. As we do see Windy Day move in to attempt to steal some chickens as they reset, and Butler moves back into their lanes. So Butler will definitely want to either look to throw this Rift up potentially top, as Vixnoko does have, you know, a pretty decent lead. He does have the Black Cleaver completed. The Renekton does have a shutdown, but he had to wait off the completion of his Blade of the Rune King, since he had to build the Executioners for the lifesteal of the Aatrox. But we do see a gank here. Not a gank, but just a good roam there from Ivern this rank, as he did get a great invade onto Massacre Live, and he's actually not done. He's still looking to get in very, very low. Tarek will just be able to reach Massacre Live as he will fall. Mac, though, is here now. Tarek ult will be popped as they're now. Butler will just be looking to engage. Ivan this rank will get onto Mac, and he will fall. Bot lane, though, is here as David Jones will get some damage onto Numgums reducing the flash. There, as Winning Day will jump in onto the fight as well. Davy Jones will be falling, as there will be a double kill for Ivan this rank. And also topside, Vixnoko dies to the 1v1.
Yeah. Nice plays from Seton Hall. Their bot lane just getting there a bit before Butler means they can clean up the fight and, you know, get another kill off the back as well.
Yeah, and bad goes to worse here for Butler, you know. They lost, you know, the 2v3. That's fine, you know, they were still pretty even in gold, but with the, you know, Massacre Live gets caught out, has to flash, pops the ult. Doesn't get out alive, unfortunately, since the farthest range of the Tarek route got him. And then, you know, we do see Davy Jones fall. And I believe Renegade Mac might have fallen as well. Not too sure, but, you know, that was... Yeah, that was very, very bad for Butler. We do see Massacre Live here in the bush, though. But Seton Hall will back off, and 10 seconds till the Cloud Dragon spawns. So Massacre Live could just transition over to get it, as Ivan this rank is topside, so it would be an uncontested Drake. We could see the Rift Hill pop bot, as well as the reset of the bot lane for Seton Hall, and that's what's going to happen. We do see top and mid roam here from Butler to get this dragon. They want to set themselves up for the Dragon League condition, as they would be very, very close to getting the soul, which will be the Infernal Soul. So definitely wouldn't be too bad of a soul for Butler, as they have a lot of champions that, you know, would be very, very happy to get the damage of the Infernal. But we do see a big team fight coming out here, as we do see Hoffner and David Jones supported here by Vixnoko. David Jones will be able to take down Numgums, though. Police Position did TP in, so now Butler will have to get out, or they will die. David Jones very, very low. Police Position will be able to get Massacre Live, as David Jones will fall next, as the support and top for Butler is going to run for their lives. Renegade Mac, though, is here, looking to get onto Ivern this rank. He will fall. Great shutdown there by Renegade Mac. Police Position very, very low, and when you said he's looking to potentially get that. Vixnoko, though, is still here, looking to take down Police Position, and he will fall. Great damage there, but Winning Day will be able to take down Mac, as Winning Day will have to flash out, as Vixnoko almost got another one.
Yeah, it was a nice confidence coming from Butler Mac, or Renegade Mac, I mean. Yeah, did indeed understand how strong his champion was, and that he, you know, could get that shutdown onto Ivern this rank, so Nice consolation prize for him.
Yeah, and that was a great trade there for Butler. You know, they got the shutdown onto the Wukong, got some more kills into the pocket of Vixnoko, as well as got another one onto Mac. So, you know, that was a great work for them. They almost got the bot tower as well. And Butler will definitely want to make sure that they continue to look for trades that are in their favor, and definitely don't give anything, you know, too crazy to Seton Hall, as they do still have a 2K deficit, unfortunately, so Butler will definitely still have to be looking to make some more advantages here. As we do see Ivanus Rank invading Butler. Massacre Alive is just waiting around. Windy Day could dive onto him. He will immediately ult and get some damage in, but Windy Day will just jump over the wall and, you know, immediately take him down. So Massacre Alive, maybe some communication, you know, problems there from Mac, not letting his jungler know that he did not have vision of the mid laner. So a little bit of a, you know, unfortunate play there, but Ivanus Rank immediately goes topside, as Vixnoko will let Patient push the wave. So that is a 0-5 Olaf, which is definitely not what you want to see on, you know, an early game champion that wants to just scale up and take over the game. So a little bit of a, you know, a rough game for Massacre Alive here, as he has been, you know, the focus of many of these fights. But Butler is still scaling. Ranking Mac has completed his first item and is looking to build the second. Vixnoko is well into the Death Dance. We do have the first item completed for both bot laners in Seton Hall and Butler, so only about 3k gold lead here for Seton Hall, so they will take down the bot lane tower, as Butler did get the first tower bot side as well. So Olaf is here, potentially could look to get on the Azir, but the wave is too pushed up, as Hoffner will actually be roaming up as well, as Butler is pinging on to the Rift Herald, as it is just spawning, as it looks like all of the members of Seton Hall will be moving up here as well. So fight could be breaking out if Butler does not burst down this Rift Herald fast enough. Windy Day and Ivanus Rank are here. All 5 members of Butler are here as well. His vision is top river. Do you see the cage coming out? Does lock down Ivanus Rank, as this Rift Herald will most likely fall to Butler. They could see immediate team fight coming out potentially. Hoffner will get some poke onto him. Please be patient. We'll just back out as Butler can get the safe retreat. So that's a great take there from Butler.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice getting the Rift Herald. It's not the most impactful objective, but I mean, there was nothing else on the map, so, you know, I suppose.
Yeah, Mac just immediately throws out the ult, tries to get some damage in, as now Ivanus Rank can get the ult there. Vixnoko trying to get some damage back, but he is pushed under tower and he will fall. Flash coming out from the side of Seton Hall. Ivanus Rank will be taken down by Mac, as we did see the flash there from Numbguns to keep himself safe. So that's a 1-for-1 currently. Definitely in the favor of Butler, as they do get the shutdown onto Ivanus Rank, who definitely was much farther ahead than Vixnoko. And then we'll see the immediate pop of the Rift Herald as Butler is looking to take down this mid turret. We'll see the lockup there from the Veigar. Nice damage. Windy Day will be shut down there as Mac gets the flash in. He will potentially fall here, but he will get into the W, and he will get himself out. Numbgun's very, very low, as well as Crop. Rift Herald will be taken down before he can get the second charge, though, as Butler now will look to transition down to the Infernal Dragon, potentially, as Seton Hall will look to contest, as Please Be Patient and Numbguns is here with the jungler looking to come in as well. This will be a 4v5, as Vixnoko has respawned. He does have the TP. So if Butler does burst this down before Windy Day could respawn, this could be a free dragon for them. We do see the TP in there for Vixnoko. Windy Day will be respawning very, very shortly, and he will 100% TP into this fight. He will TP down to the mid lane, but this dragon will be gone before there is anything Seton Hall can do. Ivanus Rank could be caught out. He will just flash over the wall, as we can see the ult there pop from Vixnoko. Ult onto Please Be Patient there from Mac, though. He will just get himself out, and then there's a third dragon there for Butler.
Yeah, looking pretty good for Butler. I mean, despite the gold lead for Seton Hall, they do have 3 dragons, so, you know, only one more, and that's the soul. It's not the best soul. You maybe have wanted something like the ocean, you know, it's pretty strong. But, you know, Inferno's not bad either.
Yeah, and especially denying Seton Hall every single dragon definitely is to Butler's benefit. As we have hit 20 minutes, the Baron is on the map. Butler only is behind about 2k gold, So they definitely have, you know, got themselves a little bit closer to even. We do have some very, very strong champions in the Vladimir mid and Aatrox top. The Veigar is also scaling well. He is 2-2-5. Has some decent farm, but Crop definitely is ahead with the completed Triforce and the fully stacked Manamune. Seton Hall, though, is invading the blue buff, as Butler is trying to get them off. Massacre Life is here, though, but it was taken by Avernus rank before. Training of Vision here, as Butler is trying to get some of the Seton Hall Vision out, as well as get their Vision up. But 4 members of Seton Hall are here, so Butler does not want to get, you know, too far into the darkness for a potential dive by the Azir, as well as the Wukong. So Butler not doing too bad for himself. David Jones, though, should be able to clear out this wave no problem. Has the cage to support himself, as Massacre Life is there as well. Please be patient is pushing that bot side, as Vixnuncle will be moving down to contest and to pressure him. Vision clearing now here for Butler, as they're trying to make sure that Seton Hall will not be able to take down this Baron anytime soon. As Butler could potentially just be looking to stall off the game for 3 minutes, give themselves the 4th Drake. Won't be too bad of a play, as Butler almost got the cage there onto Windy Day, but got himself out, no problem. Vixnuncle looking to push out, please be patient. Just get him off of the wave. Get that wave pushing it in the favor of Butler, as we see some backs coming out from all sides. So, as we are about to crest the 23-minute mark, Jacob, what do you think is Butler's plan right now if they want to, you know, get themselves back even in gold and potentially get themselves into the lead?
Well, I mean, with the dragons they have, you probably could make an argument that they're either even or potentially a little bit ahead. But they definitely just want to wait for this Infernal Dragon, you know. Getting Soul is nice, so, you know, any additional strength they can acquire for themselves is definitely what they want to go for.
Yeah, and you know, selling out that game till that dragon spawns is definitely probably helpful in more than one way, since a lot of members on this Butler squad are very, very high scaling champions, you know, in the Veigar and the Vladimir, so any more time, you know, spent scaling up and getting these champions to a point where they can, you know, blow up some of these Seton Hall members is definitely going to be in their favor. Crop, though, is very, very strong right now. He does have the Executioners now built to get the healing of Mac and Vixnuncle lessened. So, any teamfight that breaks out will definitely, you know, be pretty even, as a lot of these members, you know, will be able to do a lot of damage. You do see the completed Death Stance there for Vixnuncle, as the Renekton will be looking to complete his Black Cleaver. Isn't too far off. We do see Mac take that top lane tower, though. So, that is a 1 tower advantage there for them, as they still have their mid tower. Vixnuncle will be trying to clear off his vision, though, as it is 40 seconds to this dragon. And Butler definitely will want to take this down, and not let Seton Hall, you know, start to get some of the dragon control over. As all 5 members of Butler are moving over here, as Mac just got a reset off to complete his death cap. Does have a great bounty on him. And all members of Seton Hall are here as well, so we are definitely going to see a fight here, without a doubt. So the question will be who gets the better engage, or who can, you know, play around the engage of the other team better. But just some trades back and forth. Hoffner, though, is very, very low. Might want to just, you know, back off, try to get the reset off, as, you know, this Azir poke does a lot of damage. Both squads, though, definitely are not looking to engage right away, as we just see some trades, as Seton Hall now has started off the dragon. Mac just immediately gets into the ult and dives onto some of his members. You see ult there, as Vixnuncle will be fallen. We see the ult there from Windy Day and from Massacre Live, though, as all of these members from Butler just fall. David Jones, though, is still alive out from this rank, trying to get back at him. Mac is still alive, but David Jones will fall. Mac is still here, but there's not much he can do, as that is a 4 for 2, and that will be the dragon there for Seton Hall.
Yeah, I don't know if you quite caught it, but it was a pretty nice combo with Windy Day and Ivor in this rank. The Azir ult straight into the Wukong ult was a crazy burst in damage to, you know, take out the members of Butler. So a pretty clean fight from Seton Hall gives them the dragon, and looking like potentially they might go for the Baron, or maybe they just...
Yeah, they're starting it up right now, you know. I'm not sure how much damage they will do, but they are doing a decent amount of damage as Mac is here. They do see the TP there, top lane. As Mac could fall, he will be able to W himself out, try to run away. Numgums does get a little bit of damage, he will get a Q on, but Visnunko is here, potentially could look to get in. Numgums, who does get the W onto him, could fall. We do see Hofner go in. Visnunko will take down Numgums. That's a great work there from Butler. They could maybe transition over to the Baron and maybe, you know, bait some more kills. But these members of Seton Hall are very, very strong. They do not have the safety of the Taric in his heals and his ult. So Butler right now is looking to take down this Baron. As we do see the Azir TPing top. 4 members of Seton Hall will be here to try and contest Ivor in this rank, and Crop will be here. Hofner does go in. The immediate turnaround from Butler as he will try to get onto Ivor in this rank. Very, very, very low. Taken down by the Veigar, as now Please Be Patient will dive onto David Jones to take him down. He will most likely be taken down next, though. Rankin Mac does get that shut down. Crop winging the wings. Azir looking to back in that top river, as now Numgums has respawned, but Butler does not look like they can get that Baron any longer, as they will back off into their jungle.
Yeah, a nice bait by Butler. They were aware that they weren't really able to secure that, given how far Master Gamer Live is behind Ivor in this rank, but they do a nice job turning and getting kills onto the Wukong and Renekton, so a good bait by them.
Yeah, they're definitely getting themselves, you know, more and more even in this game. There's only a 1k gold deficit now. So Butler has brought this gold deficit down, you know, by 2k over the course of, I think it was 7 minutes, which is a lot better than they've done before in some of these games where, you know, they've gotten some great teamfight wins and they're still behind 5 or 6k gold. But right now, Mac is their win condition, as he can burst down any of these members. Veigar is scaling up very, very well, has these Seraphs complete, is looking to, I think, build the Luden, potentially? Could look into some other item, but, you know, Butler has a very good chance to, you know, propel themselves forward into this game. Master Gamer Live has completed the Guardian Angel, getting some more armor onto him since he is focused down, as he, you know, just ults in, and he's not getting out after that. But Butler is trying to get some mid-control, potentially looking to, you know, clear out some vision around the Baron, or maybe get another bait, or maybe get, you know, a good pick onto one of these Seton Hall members. Master Gamer Live will definitely, you know, be a very important member if he can keep himself alive. Potentially for a steal, if, you know, the members of Butler are taken down. He has stolen a couple Barons this season. Stolen a couple Barons this season, so potential there for him. But I think Renegade Mac will definitely want to hold on to his ult, since the second he pops his ult, the immediate ult there from Numgums, you know, basically nullifies the damage coming out, so Butler definitely needs to play around the ults of Seton Hall if they want to, you know, give themselves the best potential to win in the team fight. Guardian Angel completed for Visnunko as well. He is doing very, very well. He is ahead in farm of the Renekton, as the Renekton only has 2 items. Had to complete the Executioners to, you know, get himself over the head. But you see the lockup there onto the clone of Ivor in this rank. But 5 members of Butler are in the mid lane, as there is a minute to the Infernal Dragon. Butler just trying to, you know, maybe get some more farm into them, complete some more items before they take the dragon, or, you know, get a big team fight around the dragon pit. Luden's completed there for the Veigar, so these Butler members are basically even with Seton Hall, even though there might be a 1k gold deficit. These teams are definitely very, very even. But some of these members definitely have more of an advantage, with Crop being 1-0-8. Almost has 3 complete items. We do see 2 items completed there for Windy Day in the mid lane. Almost has the completed Morelos, as Butler now has control of the bottom river, clearing out all of the vision of Seton Hall, as the dragon will just be spawning. This will be a 5v5 team fight. We do potentially have some advantage of items in Butler. We do see Please Be Patient popping that. Ult coming out there. from Mac and from Numgums, and we do see some great damage being traded away. Immediately blows up Windy Day, as we do see Ivan in this rank being 2v1'd here, and he will be taken down by Davy Jones. Great team fight so far. Please be patient. Very, very low as Numgums goes into the stasis. Will be taken down by Mac. We will see the flash over the wall. Mac not done. Gets a triple kill for himself onto Please Be Patient. Trying to get Dave 4 onto Crop as he will be taking him down with the E. That is a quadra kill as Butler gets the Infernal Soul and moves over to the Baron Pit, most likely.
Yeah, that is a Mac 1v4 for sure. Ivan this rank doing his best to dive onto Davy Jones, but the peel from Butler was too much for him, and you know, the Vlad sort of just 1v4ing the rest of the team means that Butler gets the Infernal Soul and probably the Baron as well. Yeah,
this is a free Baron as none of the members of Seton Hall have respawned until right now. No one that can potentially contest this. And Butler now, they have a 3k gold lead in this game. They brought themselves back from a great 5-team kill. No deaths for them. And that is a, yeah, it is a, 1v5 there from Renegade Mac. He is so far ahead in this game, has the Zanyas completes the Morellos. He is there with condition, alongside the Vagar, who is very, very ahead, looking to complete his death cap. And, this is a great look for Butler. After having some rough games these past 2 weeks, they've come out here, and they're looking to close their season out with a win. They're looking to, end out with a bang, even though they might not be in the top 4 to get themselves into the playoffs. They will say, hey, we're still a very, very good team. Even, we've had some struggles with the, the world crisis going on. And we are, a team to be feared looking into the next season once we have all of our eggs in the right basket. As Butler now is looking to have a 5-man push onto this mid tower, get themselves an inhibitor, get themselves farther into this game. 5 members of Seton Hall are here though to contest, but this tower will fall immediately as Butler will still be looking to push onto this inhibitor. Not sure if Seton Hall can contest with how much damage these members of Butler can do, as we do see Windy Day get called out, gets blown up immediately, as we do see Matt going in again. So much damage coming out. This could be the end if Butler does get enough kills. Lots of stasis here coming out though, as we're looking for another death into this game. Renegade Mac does shut down the Wukong. Will fall as a double kill. Crop falls. That is a 4 kills. Could be looking for the pentakill. That is a pentakill for Mac. And this will be the win for Butler. They will close their season out with a win. A great win against Seton Hall, as the final towers of the Nexus will fall. And Butler will end with an even record and will be happy to close out this game.
Yeah, I mean, Mac pulling basically the same thing that he did in the dragon fight, the classic 1v5 from the Vlad.
Yeah, and that was a crazy great game for Butler. It was all on the hands of Mac in the mid lane. He, did his job, played well against the Azir, and he scaled up very, very strong. And he was basically the reason why Butler won. He was the shot caller for the team, telling his team how they should play this game, and he got so far ahead that he could just take over and blow up any member of Seton Hall. And right now, Butler can definitely be very, very happy about closing out this game. It was a little bit rough there in the beginning. The Olaf was pretty far behind of the Wukong since he was 0-5 at one point in the game, but Visoko played very, very well against Please Be Patient. We saw Davy Jones and Hoffner play a very, very safe bot lane. And, the dragon control of Butler was one of the reasons why they got themselves back into this game. They got the Baron after they got the Infernal Soul. Transitions right over into that mid lane push. And they won the game from a great team fight there. So, this is definitely a great end of the season there from them. They had some tough games. They had a very strong start, kind of tapered off there, but they're definitely going to be happy to close out this last game.
Yeah.
And with that, Butler will be up to a 7-7 record. Seton Hall will be 9-5. Butler happy to add another loss onto their record. But any closing thoughts here for you, Jacob? Anything on the season as a whole on this game?
Well, Mac had quite a few games where, it wasn't looking too good. He'd get caught out. He'd get caught by some ganks that maybe he shouldn't have, and he was getting a bit far behind in some of those games. But this game was just a classic mid diff for the win.
Yeah,
The
Mac
classic
ends.
one, the Vlad 1v5 for the win.
Yeah, ends 14-3-6. Did a lot for his team, and yeah, you're right. He had a lot of games where he had some interesting plays in the mid lane, but he definitely came out and showed everyone why he is such a good, a very powerful member of this squad, and very, important in more ways than one with his shot calls, as well as, in his individual play. He's not even a mid laner. He's a jungler. He's a jungle main. He was playing jungle for this team, and, he came out and showed how good he is at more than one champ, and more than one role, so definitely Butler's going to be happy closing out this game with a win. Adding a positive note to the end of the season. Butler potentially has the opportunity to push themselves into the playoffs, being in the top 4. I'm not exactly sure. We can take a quick look to see if we will see Butler again or if this will be the final game. But with the 7-7 record, I believe St. John's is a little too far ahead of Butler with a 8-3, but that record definitely will be changed when they get some. But with one extra win on Butler, they will unfortunately end 5th in the Big East season, so we will not be seeing Butler again, unfortunately. But, we had some unfortunate situations occur, obviously, with the COVID-19 situation. Butler's members, obviously, having the importance of the Esports and Gaming Center on campus, allowing them to, have a consistent internet as well as, high-level computers to use. So they definitely took a hit with that. And plus, they didn't get much practice because of that. So unfortunate, set of circumstances, but they came out, they did what they needed to do. And, Butler will at least end the season on with a win. So we will be seeing Butler hopefully next season, a strong team once again, seeing them come out, taking business, hopefully getting themselves into the playoffs once again. But with that, everyone, thank you all for watching, thank you all for supporting and watching our Bulldogs come out, try to get some wins, and, just have some fun out there on the Rift. So, we will be seeing you. This is Jacob and I closing out for the season. We hope you all enjoyed the casts. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.